Opie and Anthony's worst of 2012 so far.
Last time we saw you guys, we're all at a wedding.
I know, on the heels of the Roberts wedding. Ooh, the Sam Roberts wedding.
Where were we? I guess we could say now, huh?
Yes. Shithouse, Connecticut.
Yes, Middletown, Connecticut.
What a weird fucking Main Street they got. Anybody walk around? Oh, no, you guys kind of came in and...
That way we just winged in and winged out.
I had to be there Friday for a rehearsal dinner.
Oh.
And so I had some time to kill.
Yeah.
And that Main Street is a weird place.
Yeah, not
It's
really.
like they're trying to go for a hip vibe, like almost hippie-ish.
Oh, please.
Like
Good luck there.
Little chic-ish.
Yeah.
And then you got fucking crackheads walking around.
Oh, yeah? I missed
And
those.
they're mingling with each other. Really strange.
I didn't see much of anything.
No, because you guys came in.
Yeah, we had a...
You're up there for what? Maybe a total of 5 hours?
Yeah, probably
What
around
time
there.
did we get in? We got in at literally not 5, but 4:30.
4:30.
Wedding started at 5.
Left at 10. 5.5 hours. Or 10:30.
Yeah,
About 10.
that's about it.
About 10.
Yeah.
And then...
You did it.
And then out.
And
Get
out.
the fuck out. Back to New York.
It was before we, make fun of some elements. I do want to say it was one of the nicer weddings I've been to.
Oh, it was.
I don't
blast.
really like going to weddings. I don't
Yeah.
know if I've said this on the air because they're all the same fucking wedding.
Well, they are.
I like those weddings where they just have a little twist, something a little different.
Yeah.
And they had a reception in a barn, so you didn't feel like you were in a wedding hall.
It was a barn.
I liked it.
This place called the Barn.
Although the AC was out of fucking control.
They had apparently one unit upstairs, like up in the second level of the barn.
Right.
And
in the rafters.
Yeah, in the rafters.
No, this was a real barn. Right.
Just blowing as hard as it could.
On our table.
If you were in the way of that stream, it was getting a little chilly.
Well, we were. Our
Yeah.
table was.
Yeah.
And Kenny was raising holy hell trying to get them to turn that AC.
It was
unit
freezing.
down.
He
It was fucking freezing. I felt like a little girl.
Of
I
course he was
couldn't
freaking.
handle it. I couldn't handle the fucking AC.
The women from the table kept getting up and going to the bathroom because they said it was warmer there because you walked in under the ledge.
Yeah.
Right.
So that you didn't have that fucking thing blowing on you. It
We
was
were
awful.
all taking off our fucking suit jackets to warm up the ladies.
Suit jackets.
To warm up the ladies.
And the dais for the bride and groom was right behind us, so they must have been getting hit with the same thing. But they weren't even sitting there, really.
No, they were mingling.
They were mingling about. The new Roberts couple.
Right.
Yes, the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Sam Roberts.
That's
Boy,
right.
did she settle.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. What a fucking, talk about out of his league.
She was beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Really, really fucking unbelievably attractive in her wedding dress.
Yes.
And she read off her vows up there, and she did an amazing job.
Yeah, Sam does it for a living, and she kicked his ass.
She blew him away.
I can't wait to tell Sam that when he gets back. She kicked his ass.
Kicked his ass.
He did okay,
Yeah, he did okay.
but she had a thing.
Yeah, she had like it was a ticker tape.
Yeah, a little
Like
scroll.
ticker tape,
that
and-
was white, so she was kind of reading off that or referring to that.
Yeah.
Referencing that, I should
It
say.
wasn't distracting like she's holding a piece of paper.
Right, and then it kind of was falling to the floor, but it looked like it was kind of part of her dress.
Right, yeah, it was pretty cool.
And she made up all those words herself.
Words.
Stupid getting fucking teary-eyed balled at that thing. I really did. I'll fucking admit it. God, she fucking hit it out of the park with her vows.
Well, Kenny's great with the emotion and stuff, because when Jess's best friend got up and she gave a speech,
Right.
right from the get-go, Kenny goes, "How long is this going to take?"
But he said it loud enough where like
Oh, I
at
know.
least 3 tables heard.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little
Choked up?
when Jess. Yeah, because it was nice. Sam said he was. I was like, "You about to cry?" Weren't you?" He goes, "Yeah." Because I didn't know she came out to some song he really liked, some dumb Beach Boys song, but I didn't know the song.
This was the song he came.
What's the song, Eric?
God only knows what I'd do without you.
Oh.
She walked up the aisle to this.
Oh,
Instead
right.
of the famous wedding song
Yes.
we've all heard a million fucking
Very
times.
groovy.
And who knew that Sam liked this song?
Oh, I know this song, of course.
But long as there are stars above,
Ah, look, I feel like I'm sitting there again.
you never need.
I know.
Know who we need to talk to? Stinky has no emotion.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like, I mean, the vows are pretty intense. I mean, a lot of people getting teared up and shit.
Yeah.
Or others just sat there like, whatever, this has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But the one emotion that wasn't around, except for a couple people, was out-and-out laughter. And one of those people was Stinky in the back row.
He was just laughing.
He was laughing, that fucking pothead.
Yeah, he was probably stoned.
He was just cracking up. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle that there might be some deep emotion going on for a few minutes.
Yeah.
That cracked me up, though.
Oh, this is the song she walked up to. And then, of course, Mr. Roberts, the senior Mr. Roberts, the father,
entertainer himself.
The entertainer.
He likes being up on the stage.
Oh, does he love attention, that guy? Holy shit.
Yeah.
He has such good hair, I thought he had a wig. I thought it was a rug.
Yeah.
He has such a thick, good head of hair.
He just has those genes.
He has way too much hair.
Yeah.
And he's an older gentleman because he had his kids later in life. He's an older gentleman with all his hair still. Way too much fucking hair.
Yeah.
But he did the ceremony.
Yeah, he did the whole ceremony right there. Apparently anybody can do that as long as there's a justice of the peace at the end of the whole thing to sign off on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was that guy?
He just had to be sitting somewhere.
Was he there?
I guess. And then he signed all the paperwork afterwards.
What, he just has to be a witness?
Yeah, I guess so.
And then,
that's how that works.
And then Sam's dad has to pull out the fact that 44 years ago, his father married him. Well, it must be nice to be part of a family tradition.
Like
Are you
where
part of
shit
any
just
family
goes
tradition?
on and on. Yes, drinking.
There you go.
Yeah, sleep apnea. My father has it and I have it.
He goes, 44 years ago, my father married me and my lovely bride.
With that
and I'm honored to do the same here today. Doesn't he feel
really
like he
is,
should have left on a hot air balloon after the ceremony? You know what I mean? He's just like an old school coming to town entertainer.
Very
type guy.
oldie time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam's dad is very oldie time.
Really nice guy, though.
He was very good, though. He didn't overtalk.
No.
Talked very briefly. Did a great ceremony. I thought he did.
I
great
like
job.
a quick fucking ceremony.
Yes.
Don't piss me off with a long masked churchy thing.
Right.
Oh my God! I'll show up for the reception if I know that's happening.
And all the assholes on Twitter were really happy that it was raining all day because they knew like they were trying to get married outside. But in the end, for some fucking odd reason, it decided to clear up just in time for the ceremony. Creepy shit.
Yeah,
and then it started raining afterwards when we were all in the barn.
Yeah.
In the barn,
A
freezing
real
our
barn
asses
burner.
off. With a DJ that might be a fan of our show.
Oh,
and
yes.
I'm sure he's listening right now.
Yes.
And I appreciate that you like the show, but let's relax a little bit. We don't need to hear show references all day long.
I went up to the, I was going up to the bathroom, and you got to pass by him when you go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he goes, I just wanted to ask you, have I done anything that is giving you douche chills tonight? And I just looked at him like, this fucking very moment.
Yeah.
Asking that question.
He was very excited because I had to borrow a tie from him.
Oh.
Yeah.
How'd you have to borrow it? You're going to a wedding.
Dude, I was more than prepared. I had 3 different shirts. I had a suit. I had belts. I had shoes. And I even saw the tie in my closet when I was packing.
The tie.
I don't know where the tie went.
You have one tie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Why you laugh?
Because you're grown up in so many ways, but there are others that.
Why would you need
Not
more
so
than
much.
one tie?
Because
I don't go to tie events.
But you did.
Yeah.
Occasionally you go to tie event. I don't go to tie events very much, but it's just you got to have like a couple of nice suits and a few ties.
A couple different shirts that go with my suit.
Some other suit. There's
But
like
the one tie matches all the shirts I got.
There's kind of a good mood suit, and then there's like a funeral suit.
No, they're all the same. They're all the same suit.
Yeah?
Yeah, because the dead guy doesn't care what color you wear. He don't give a fuck.
All right.
He don't care. I don't like suits.
I don't either. I hate them, but,
So,
if you got to wear
I got
them,
one really nice tie. Really nice.
Yeah.
And
You
I
left
forgot
it at
it.
home.
So the DJ, he got all excited that he could do something for me.
Oh.
So he went to his car, and he literally had 50 ties in his car.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Did he let you keep it?
He wanted me to keep it. I'm like, no.
Keep the tie.
I'm like, here's your tie back.
Yeah.
I go, you can put it on eBay. You probably will get about $7 for it.
Oh.
Because I wore it. $7 maybe.
At the Roberts wedding by Greg Opie Hughes.
And then the DJ couldn't help himself. Just before the lovely couple were making their way into the barn for the first time, the guy wished little Jimmy a very happy birthday. That's how he started.
Yeah, that was the
very
first thing he
appropriate.
said, pretty much.
I looked at Jimmy, and he even was like, we're assholes and all, but Jesus.
Well, I took a wave to the crowd.
You did wave. Half of them were like, what does that even mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
It was important.
Well, it was. There were some very typical parts of the wedding where it just happens. I am a people watcher at the wedding, and boy, were there some things to watch at the Roberts wedding.
Every wedding there is. Every wedding, there's a bunch of people you can make fun of.
Yeah, the older broads that try to do the sexy dance is it was beyond me.
They're sexy in their own minds still.
Oh boy, yeah, they are. There was a couple of women dancing there that night. Mm-hmm. One in particular. Oh my God.
We'll call them Monster and Sir.
Oh God! This show got too popular. They're all listening right now. I remember the days we could do this break, and no one fucking listened to our show after going to a wedding. They're all listening right now.
I just think Danny's got a video rolling of some horrendous dancer at a wedding, girl dancing at a wedding.
She'll be going down soon.
Oh, she takes a fucking dive.
Oh, I'm sure.
assuming.
She falls. She's got to fall. Yeah. Oh, she's all hammered.
Yeah.
Oh, there she goes. Right on her ass. She wearing panties?
Barely.
I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
Barely.
Yeah, well, this woman was dancing and doing her sexy dance and making sexy faces while she's dancing, and she's wearing like a white kind of dress, little short thing, and sticking her ass out, looking over her shoulder, putting her fists on her hips. And shaking her ass and making the dancey, sexy face.
Almost doing like a Mick Jagger. Remember when Mick Jagger used to do that?
Yes.
It almost looks like a chicken.
Speaking of Mick Jagger, Jimmy turns to me. He goes, "Hey, I want to go out later on. I want to talk to Charlie Watts."
She looked exactly like Charlie Watts.
Charlie Watts.
Can you put Charlie Watts?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Horrendous. It was Charlie Watts, Dr. Zachary Smith.
Yeah.
She looked like Dr. Smith. Oh dear.
Oh
yes,
my God.
look, it's Charlie Watts.
Oh my God.
And the whole sexy dancing thing was really getting me. And then Jimmy decided to point out her calves.
Same woman?
Yes.
Oh, were they big?
They were big calves.
I wasn't sure if she used to be a man.
And he goes,
For real.
I don't know. She had calves like a man.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
she did.
a
She had
man's
man
legs.
calves.
Yeah, there was some sculpturing going on in her face that was suspicious.
Jimmy pointed out that she was all happy because she made the cover of Calves Monthly. I was just cracking up thinking how awful that magazine would be.
Yeah.
Calves Monthly.
What a low sub rate that must have.
Yes.
Jimmy had some lines where I couldn't catch my breath.
Oh.
And then because I was laughing so fucking hard, Jimmy started laughing so fucking hard.
Yeah, she had those
Like that.
like that upside down calf V
It
thing.
looks like a
that-
heart, the upside down
Yeah.
Valentine's Day heart.
Yes, yes.
That's a lot of working out.
It really is, right?
I think
God.
so. I think that's a lot of running. No, wait. Biking. No, what?
Anything with the legs.
I
Running,
don't know
I think.
what
Running,
that
biking,
is.
walking.
Biking
It's
makes your
crazy.
fucking thighs
Yeah.
big.
Oh my God! Look at those
Whatever.
calves.
Oh, God. Look at these women.
Oh,
What
Oh,
the fuck is
what'd
that?
she do to herself?
Calves.com, I guess. What site is that?
Calves. It's calvesmonthly.com.
That's nice.
My God.
That's a nice calf. I like a woman with a good calf.
A good calf.
Yeah.
The other line you did.
The other woman with the big head face.
Well, awful. We all looked at her,
Oh, yeah.
and we just knew.
She was the one that we dubbed Samantha from Sex and the City.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
But Jimmy goes.
She was going after the only 2 black guys on the dance floor.
Oh boy, was she?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. She was just dancing.
But Jimmy walks up to me and goes, "Have you seen Giant Face yet?" And I knew exactly who he was talking about.
Exactly. That's how big her face was.
I couldn't catch my breath. I started laughing so fucking hard.
When you say who's Giant Face, and everybody knows, oh yeah, that's the one.
Exactly who you're talking
mean.
about.
And then Jimmy was giving me Giant Face scenarios. There was because she was dancing on the dance floor.
Yes.
I'm not going to be able to do it justice.
It was something about that her face gives a forced perspective, so she had to keep telling her dance partners, like, no, I'm not, you don't have to keep back. I'm not getting closer. It's just the illusion my face gives. Like she would lean in and whisper that because she had that giant head, so it looked like everyone dancing with it backed up a little. But she was a classic, that lady.
Everyone thought she was getting right in their face, but it's like, no, it just looks that way.
It's
It's
like
an
that
illusion.
trick in your rearview mirror. That's all it is.
Yeah,
I'm here. I'm okay. She was a big lady.
God, I was dying to tweet and make videos, but we had to show some respect, unfortunately.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
there
tweeted
was-
a couple of things, but
little things we were able to do.
Eastside Dave,
obviously, but oh
Yeah.
God.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And
though.
you guys met Bobby for the first time.
Yes,
I didn't realize it was the first time I met her, though.
Who's a star on this radio show, Sam's mom.
I really thought
mommy.
I had met her before. I would have sworn to you that I had met Sam's mother. I'm like, I knew what she looked like. I'm like, yeah, I've met her before. She's really nice.
Yeah.
First time I met her was this weekend.
Yeah. But what a nice woman though. She comes up. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much for coming. It's like, what? Fucking wing in, I wing out.
Right.
Yeah. What else?
Skin off my ass.
Oh God, it was fun.
It was a good time.
It was a good
Definitely.
wedding. It was all right.
Yeah, that fucking bartender pissed me off.
Why?
I go up there and I ask for a couple of drinks, and you're only allowed 2 drinks, which is fine, But then at the last minute, Jimmy kind of leans over and he's like, "Anthony, could you get me a Diet Coke?" And
I didn't realize there was a line, and he was in the front line.
I already had 2 drinks, and it was a long line at that point. So I was like, "Oh, could I get a Diet Coke also?" And he's looking over my head, not even acknowledging me, going, "Yeah, you come here, come up here." Like don't even bother talking to me. I was like, "Hello, Diet Coke." It's not like I'm getting 3 drinks. Jimmy's right there and stuff.
The other guy got it, though.
Yeah,
guy
the
got
other
it.
guy.
Really? What was that
So I'm
about?
just like, fuck it. Well, it was about him not getting fucking tip. That's what it was about. Bastard.
What a dummy. It's like he blew off the biggest tipper in the place. What a dope.
He's an asshole.
What a dope.
Good for him. Fucko.
I tipped the other guy great, too. His partner. Although they probably split the tips.
They
so it
probably,
didn't matter.
sure they
split them.
did,
God
yeah.
damn it. Yeah.
Of course.
Or they just, from what I hear in this scandal that's going on, a lot of these catering halls, they collect the tips from the staff and they just pay them their wage. And the venue keeps the tips.
What?
Yeah. There's a class action suit going on with some fucking union. There's a union of catering hall workers, apparently.
Right.
And they've been just taking their tips
What?
and keeping it, and then they just pay the fucking staff what they pay them.
How do they do that?
God.
I know, it's amazing, right? I don't know.
I would assume that's not happening at all. Wedding halls.
Not at all of them.
But there's a few that are doing that, huh?
Few shysters out there.
Wow.
Few shysters.
How do you allow that? Like, why wouldn't you just keep reaching in and grabbing your tips? And why would you?
I know, right? Yeah. They probably fire you.
Catering hall tips are a little different. It's not like people leave money on the tables. I think it might be something that's like built into a bill.
Included in the bill.
You know what
right?
I mean? And then and then the workers never see that.
Right.
I think
I
that's
see.
probably
right.
more of the
Okay.
scam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's
okay.
like
I'm just
No,
talking
yeah,
out my
that makes
ass.
sense. But they're not just grabbing their jars off
that
the thing.
makes sense.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I've never been to a wedding where I left a 20 on the table.
Yeah, hey, good service. That was great.
Okay.
I've done that. Or I find a guy. I find the one guy that was good
Find
to
the
us.
guy.
I didn't this weekend because there was no real guy.
No, there wasn't.
Right?
I like when there's a guy you could just, hey, get me drinks.
Yeah.
I had to keep getting up and getting drinks. But
Food was awesome.
Yeah, really good.
Usually wedding food sucks.
wedding food.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you have the salmon?
I did, and I hadn't eaten all
that,
day.
That corn relish thing?
Yeah, the corn was very. Oh, the corn
Shock
relish
Jock's
was
talking
great.
about corn relish.
But it was good.
Holy fuck, that was a nice combination.
Sam's mother's cookie was fucking phenomenal.
She didn't fucking cook them.
She said I heard you baked that.
Oh,
Nope.
I thought she
There's
did.
controversy. She goes, everyone's asking me, but I didn't. Last thing I want to do is cook 200, cookies the night before the wedding. Because in her mind, she has to do it right before the wedding so they stay fresh.
Because I felt the cookie was a little lackluster. I was just being polite.
I didn't think the cookie was that great. Yeah. She would have done a much better job. It's going to drive her nuts that she didn't cook that now.
Yeah.
Roland, you have a good time at the wedding?
Yeah.
What was your highlight, sir?
The cake was delicious.
The cake was delicious?
Yeah. Drank, ate. I just woke up.
It sounds it.
I'm tired.
What's with the? Would you do something last night? What happened?
No, I went home and passed out.
He was hanging out at the party table. I don't know what the fuck was going on at that table, but
We drank a lot.
it seemed to be other things going on at that table.
I know what you're talking about, sir.
Troy seemed to be
trying
to get everybody high.
Troy was working the table.
Yeah, he's trying to get me high at 12,
Definitely.
12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning at the hotel bar. I'm like,
wow.
I do want to maybe, toke a little bit here and there eventually, but I'm not going to start with Troy Kwan and his misfits at 1 in the morning
And
at,
his
at the hotel bar. I picture a different scenario, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
If I go down that road again.
He was,
Jesus.
He was. Somebody said he was dressed like Ace Ventura. He had a very colorful jacket on.
Did anyone get a picture of his
sneakers
outfits?
and.
You got a picture of his outfit? You should tweet that.
Oh yeah,
He has it up on his Instagram.
Oh, he's got it up on Instagram. Okay.
He does. Where's what is he on Instagram? I don't know.
Troy Kwan on Instagram.
Troy Kwan. Good luck trying to spell that. Yeah, but something was going on. That you guys had a good party going on at that table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lasted till like 3, 4.
Huh?
Lasted till like 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Really? Where'd you go after the wedding? There was nowhere to really go.
The lobby.
Because the bar closed, right? The hotel bar
Yeah.
closed at 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we bolted out about an hour, I guess, before
hour
everything
before.
just pretty much wrapped up. We made it for the cake.
Yeah, you definitely
Made
fucking
it for
did
the cake. It wasn't just a come in and come out really quickly. But we had a good time. Mm-hmm. Ace Ventura, there he is.
What color is that? I don't even know.
Salmon.
You got to go with salmon, right?
Salmon, yes.
Isn't salmon kind of a pink color?
Yes,
though?
oh, very.
So why aren't we saying it's pink?
And he has a white linen shirt under it.
Yes.
It's a see-through linen shirt.
Yeah.
And he was wearing sneakers with the whole thing, wasn't he?
Yeah, Vans.
Yeah, Vans.
Vans, of course.
Are they the hip sneakers?
Oh, he was very
Yeah.
fashionable,
Williams
very
very good.
fashionable.
Yeah,
Indeed.
there was some thought that was put into
Yeah.
this.
Oh, a lot of thought put into
His
look
outfit.
just like regular.
I
cool
just
guy.
got my one suit with my one tie that I forgot.
I gotta stop wearing like suits to everything that's formal. Like apparently, like you're just allowed to be casual at everything now.
I don't mind that
Isn't that
though.
amazing?
I'm just gonna be casual at everything now.
I don't mind that. You know, I would never wear a salmon jacket, but a casual jacket
I'm
with
done
no
wearing suits to
tie.
weddings.
Yes,
It's
You are just allowed to just wear whatever the fuck you want.
I
now.
think that's it.
Amazing.
I think I'm done too. I think you're right,
Yeah?
Danny.
Fucking
Yeah,
had it.
fuck that. I'm throwing my one tie away.
You're one tie.
And really, how long is it on at the wedding? Like you put it on just for the and like the second you get your first drink, it's off.
And I
So
can't
why
wait to
are
put.
we still wearing these
and I
things?
can't wait to put take the suit jacket off usually too.
Yeah. Unless you're freezing.
Well, I was freezing, so I didn't take my suit
Yeah.
jacket off the entire night. Well, no, I had to cover up some ladies, but besides that, it was cold in there, right, Roland?
No, I was fine.
Oh, Roland's
Oh, that's
fine.
right. I forgot.
Roland wanted to wear shorts. to
Yeah,
the
he was
wedding.
comfortable.
Yeah.
But Roland was almost dressed.
I know.
It was strange to
Weird.
see you almost dressed.
It's
Almost.
strange to wear that.
He came close.
Almost dressed. There was actually a collared shirt, which was really creepy to see.
Yeah.
On Roland.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird.
Any other highlights, Roland? That's it.
Well, we went to Pepe's Pizza afterwards.
Oh.
In New Haven?
Yeah,
How was it?
phenomenal.
How many you have?
How far were we from New Haven?
Pretty close.
Really?
I had no idea where we were.
How'd you get there? Are you
No.
Are you just lying?
No,
we
he said the
drove.
night before that he was going to
We
Pepe's
drove.
Pizza.
Yeah, we went from after the wedding. The next day, we went to Pepe's on the way home.
He
the
said he was
next
looking forward to
day.
it, yeah.
I thought you meant after the wedding. I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
that's-
The next day.
I think that's impossible. There were huge buses getting people back and forth.
The morning mashup was there and getting a little.
Oh,
getting a
boy.
little buzzed.
Oh, boy.
Wow, Nicole could give you a run for your money. You do know that, right?
Nicole can drink.
You know she could give you a run for your money.
Oh, yeah.
She's
yeah.
out of her fucking mind.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Mr. Era. well.
I forgot E-Rock was at the wedding.
Yeah.
What was your highlight, E-Rock? Any thoughts on the wedding?
I had two. One was during the ceremony when they're saying "I do." A bird shit on East Side Dave.
Oh yeah.
And he just goes, "Ah!"
Oh, right.
Was it a nice shit?
Oh, it was all over his shoes.
That's awesome.
And he was trying to clean it. He didn't have a napkin, so he's trying to scrape it off with the wedding program, and his wife's yelling him not to do that.
He was trying to be on his best behavior.
Yeah. As best as he could be.
He did all right.
That was true. All he really did was fling himself onto the dance floor at one point. Mm-hmm. Literally throwing himself onto the floor.
Yeah.
And screaming like, ow, ow.
Yeah, I don't really know what that means.
I don't either, but that's what he does.
I don't really understand it.
It's his gimmick.
It's his thing.
He falls down and yells how much it hurt him.
Then he would get up and kind of walk off like James Brown, and like Sam's kind of consoling him, and then he'd push Sam away and run and jump and fall back down on the dance floor.
And throw himself back on the floor again. It's the weirdest thing to watch.
I think I got like 20 seconds of it. Maybe I'll post it.
Yeah.
It's just really, I don't know what to do with it. It's so
weirdo.
Strange.
He's a great guy, though, man.
Oh, I love him. I fucking love East Side Dave.
Dave's fun.
I think he's really talented, and this company really fucked him over. Although he's kind of doing a little, a couple hours on the weekend, right?
On Saturdays, yeah.
When is the show?
7 p.m. on Saturdays. Davey Mack Sports Program.
Oh.
He should be full-time, though.
There's a nice plug.
Another good portion of the wedding was during one of the speeches where there was an emotional pause, and Kenny just goes, "He lost his place."
Yeah, right.
And once again,
everyone heard it.
Easily
he
heard
lost
that.
his place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny's hard to figure out. Did he have a good time?
Not. He's Aspergery and an ass. There's Kenny summed up.
Does he have a good time?
Yeah.
It was very nice.
He acknowledges what a good time looks like and knows how to say that's what it was. It was a fun time.
His text to me was like, it was good hanging with you. You are good people.
Oh, at least it came from the heart.
Yeah, it was nice to hang out with you. You are good people. Hope you have a safe, traffic-free ride home.
Traffic-free.
See you tomorrow.
Ah.
You're good people.
What a guy.
He sees me every day. Hey, E-Rock, were you high?
Yeah, that night didn't end well for me.
Why? What happened?
Really?
Yeah.
Did you vomit? Little vomit?
2 attempts and nothing came out, but then...
Wait, you were feeling queasy?
Yeah, about 2:30 in the morning.
How much
back
do you
in the room,
hate puking?
And I feel
Being
that
a
it's
fat
coming,
guy.
but nothing is happening.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I just go to bed. And then about an hour and a half later, all of a sudden, I thought I shit my pants. And I'm checking.
No.
I'm like, no. And I go running to the bathroom, and I didn't. But as soon as I turned on the light and pulled my pants down to check, that's when it happened.
Whoa.
You shit where?
Jesus.
Wait, you didn't puke? You shit yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
God.
Well, wait, how much did you have? Like, what led up to this? What exactly led to this?
It was high and drinking all night. And then
You just
then-
openly admitted you got
then
high?
The
You
buffet,
rule.
the buffet at 2 a.m. didn't help either.
buffet.
At what?
There was the after party.
I
they
heard
had
there was a
eggs.
breakfast buffet.
Yeah, it was a
Eggs
breakfast
in the
buffet
eggs.
Where was it?
Eggs,
at the tavern that was in the hotel.
bacon.
Maple sausage.
Ooh.
Maple sausage.
How was
bacon.
it?
Oh, it was
Oh,
great.
E-Rock.
It hit the spot.
Oh, it went right through me.
So how bad did you shit yourself?
As soon as I got into the bathroom, I turned the light on. I pulled my shorts down to see, and I bend down to look, and that's when it happened. So I got most of it right into the toilet, but
Oh, God. Damn.
Most of
yeah,
it.
some of it.
Oh, yuck.
Let's just say that the people who have to clean that room aren't going to be too happy with the towels that were left hidden behind the curtains in the bathtub.
No, you cleaned up with the shit with towels?
I didn't know what else to do.
And you just
my
left the towels
God.
there? See,
Oh,
Yeah,
my
you gotta throw the towels away by the
yeah,
elevator garbage.
absolutely.
Yeah. Danny's talking like a pro.
I know how to clean up fucking shit towels in a hotel room, mister.
Well, I know for next time now.
That
so.
dumb little garbage pail in between the elevator doors, the 2 elevator doors. Shove it in there.
Shove it in the tall ashtray,
what I
standing
mean.
ashtray thing. Yeah.
The small one.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
That's your highlights from the wedding? You shitting yourself?
No, that's
Oh, and Eastside Dave getting shit on.
Dave. Oh, with the sparklers too. There were sparklers
Yeah.
for photo
Oh, we
ops.
missed the sparklers.
Yeah.
And Dave shot a nice little video with sparklers.
Well, that's all right. I posted that. Is it on the Facebook page?
It's on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
All in all, a very nice affair. I thought very nice, very unique to be in the barn, and the food was fucking great. I was starving because I had woken up late, and Aunt said, "Why don't you come up? Because I got to stop in the city." All right. I took her. I was going to drive up, but I'm like, why would I drive when I could hop in a car?
Take the old limo up.
And I'm glad I did that because I was tired, not feeling like driving after.
Yeah.
I didn't eat. I didn't have time to eat.
That sounds like a good time, man.
Oh, it was fucking nothing better than not having to drive back from a wedding. Because I know I'm going to be tipping a few back. And, you just want to fucking be driving.
You didn't seem like you were tipping too many, though.
No, I was actually in pretty good shape. I don't know. It was just such a pain in the ass to get a drink.
Oh, really?
I had to keep getting up and going to the bar. It was in another room.
Yeah.
So I just was like, And then, they give you the little fucking shot glass of drink instead of a nice big fucking burly glass.
Instead of a man's drink.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
And I got, when we got home later on, Jimmy actually came by the house and, I was like, I'm going to make a drink. And then I was like, I can't even drink. Just didn't feel like it. Didn't have it in me Saturday night for some reason.
That's a late night.
Yeah, yeah.
You went back out to Aunt's after getting home from the wedding?
Not that I got home by get back to the city by 12, late or not even at 12.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
Yeah, it
on
was
a Saturday,
pretty early.
It's like it was.
But those
I don't
are
like
your
going.
hours.
I don't like going to bed early on a weekend. Like I like.
I feel like you're missing something.
Yeah, I like being up nice and late and going to bed late on a late Saturday night. And
Yeah.
it's something that's for me. It's a healthy thing to do. It's like you go going out, hang with a friend, nothing deviant, nothing terrible, because I tend to left to my own devices on a Saturday night.
Well,
I start
shoving
doing-
those hot dogs up your ass was not.
Yeah, but at least I didn't eat them. Shoving them in my ass was one thing. Eating them is unhealthy.
I was hungry.
Yeah, but believe me, if I was riding around by myself, I'd be shoving other hot dogs up my ass. So it was bad. I don't have any ketchup, Daddy.
Daddy.
So it was fun.
Yeah. Congratulations.
By the way, do you know
to
they
Sam and Jess.
They had chicken fingers at the fucking.
For Sam.
yeah.
No, and also at the little reception, the cocktail hour.
Oh, right.
There was chicken fingers,
And little
there was
fries
little
thing.
fries, fucking.
But that's way
cheese and
better some
crackers.
dumb mushroom thing. Would you like a dumb mushroom thing?
It was great.
They don't even know what it is at some of these weddings.
Oh, yeah.
But they had a tiny little thing where it was like 4 or 5 French fries in a little like
in a
Dixie
little
cup type.
little paper cone thingy.
I thought that was great.
Yes.
I was all in as far
Love
as that
my
goes.
3 French fries.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it gets worse. More of Opie and Anthony's worst of 2012 so far coming up.
Grab yourself
how are
a
you?
seat.
Yes.
The wonderful Jimmy
Good to
Norton.
see you, man.
The lovely Amy Schumer.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How's it going?
The worthless Sam Roberts.
Totally
and
worthless.
I'm Anthony, and you're Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
and
that's
Carly on the couch. She was just showing us. She's been doing stand-up for like
6 months.
6 months, and she did a little of
Right
her
in that
act
corner?
for us.
Yes.
Yeah, right in the
She's-
corner.
she lives
Wanted
over
to
there.
feel how it is to be a comic in their early.
that's a tough.
It
It's
is.
a tough room. I mean,
It-
literally a
it
tough
really
room,
is.
tough corner, and
Yeah.
a tough,
Tough
room.
corner.
Yeah.
And she did material. She stood up and did material, which is pretty ballsy because I wouldn't be able to do that.
No.
Yeah.
She's
that's
obviously
great.
a sociopath.
Is that your real hair?
Yes.
Okay.
No
That's all.
follow-up
Yeah.
questions.
No, I just
Needed
want
that.
to know.
Did you ever just stand up?
I did. I did it very painfully.
You started doing it or after you got famous?
No, I did it poorly for like a year, and maybe got 15 minutes of material.
Right.
That's a lot for a year.
You ever sexed with Amy?
Oh, God.
I thought maybe it was him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a tough crowd.
Won't tell us.
Tough crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, she won't.
Yeah, imagine I'm like, when
Yes,
he
won't
laughed,
tell
I'm
us
like,
who
it
that
was Will.
It was Will.
It was Will.
No, I
Yeah.
had some excellent Star Trek material. And,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So did I for years. My opening joke was an awful Star Trek aliens
No,
joke.
what was it? What was it? Come on.
Oh, that's bad.
It was humiliating. It was something, but it was such an obvious setup. Like
Yeah.
It was something like, Star Trek, they would always meet these aliens that speak English. And, you don't know it's going to be it'll be some Miami joke after. Like,
He's still trying to sell it. Still
He
looking for
really
that
is,
target
Joe.
demo.
Like,
I'm trying to find some redeeming value.
It's going to work.
So what did you
one
do?
day. One day it'll
You'll
work.
find it.
You just did like improv after that, like from stand up to improv?
No, I was doing stand up and then I found the Groundlings Theater on Melrose, and they had a whole, you could take their classes, and I immediately found out that I was more suited for that. Plus, when you bombed, you weren't alone. At
Right.
least when you bombed, you
You
were
can
with a
blame it
group
on
of
somebody
people.
else.
Yeah.
There's no one to place
You
the
can walk
blame
off
on.
stage going, "What the hell was that? What were you doing?"
Yeah.
Immediately point the finger and. Yeah.
What's the rule in improv? You don't say no, or you always go with
You
what
can
someone else is
always
doing?
exactly. You
Yes,
can never
and.
deny something. Exactly right.
What's
Yes,
the
and.
word, Amy?
Yes, and.
Oh, yes, and
Yes,
oh.
and.
Which is how sexting is supposed to
Yeah.
go.
Yes,
Right? You
that's
say
right.
something, and then
And then
somebody's
someone's supposed to continue.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
She had a
continue
terrible
it.
sexting experience recently.
Yeah.
and The guy was an asshole.
Yeah,
The guy
he just
did not
really
yes and
was.
me.
Yeah, he's like, excuse me, but.
Yeah.
Which was really unsexy.
I have other ideas where I want this scene to go.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he write my word?
Might
What's
as well
going
have
on
been.
here?
Pretty much. He just
Yes.
wrote back question marks.
I am fanning myself
Yeah,
right now.
it was
Yeah.
really disappointing.
Yeah.
I think improv is harder. Like, I find that scarier than stand up. Like, to be able to go out there and just. I've watched some. Bad improv is unwatchable, and good improv is fucking awe inspiring.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Good improv feels like you're watching a magic trick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's incredible. But you're right. And you have to go through the bad to get to the good. Yeah.
Who else came out of the Groundlings? Some great
Yeah.
people.
Bad.
Yeah.
Like Phil Hartman. Is Phil Hartman or Pee
Phil
Wee?
Hartman,
Jennifer Coolidge?
Pee Wee Herman, Jennifer Coolidge, Lisa Kudrow.
Not familiar.
No. Okay.
Not
Yeah.
ringing any bells.
No.
Who are the ones though that you never hear from? Like you always
Yeah.
hear, well, the Groundlings. Let me blast
Let
off
me
some
do
names
the
for you.
list.
Oh,
And it's like, what about
Joey Pepitone
yeah.
lives in Boca now. Not doing a whole lot.
Isn't John Candy? Was he Ground? No, he's Second City.
He was Second
But
City.
there's either Groundlings, Second City, and then UCB
Now
in
it's
New York.
UCB.
Those are like the three
Those are
big
the
ones, right?
Three factories of comedy.
Yeah.
UCB, I went.
If you want to make it, go right there. Guaranteed.
Knock on
You're
the
going to be
door.
a star.
Pay your money. You're in.
Your teachers
Yeah.
who were in your class the year before. But that's the thing with improv. It's just like stand up in that you can kind of seem like you have to suck at it for a while. I've seen friends who graduating shows at UCB and they can't find the end to scenes, so they literally just put the lights out. So they move on to the next
Wow,
scene. They
right.
shut down the electricity because it's that uncomfortable.
Kind of like an SNL sketch when they just bring the applause up.
Yeah. They're like, go
Wait.
to commercial.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're bombing in an SNL sketch? Because that to me is the scariest thing. Because I've never seen anybody break the fourth wall and address it. Like they're actually really good at not.
Wow, this is going nowhere.
I just
Yeah.
I know for me in dress rehearsal, if it was not working, the tendency is to speed up and just get off the stage. But I would just purposely slow down and torture
Yeah.
the audience. 'Cause I'm like, if you hate this and hate me now, I'm just, you know what? I'm going to make it twice as long.
You're all going to need a shower myself.
Twice as long.
That's amazing.
That's balls.
I
too.
don't know what
Yeah.
I don't know why the masochistic side of me would allow that, but I was just like, okay, you hate it, you're going to hate it a lot more. Yeah.
Do you have a trick for not breaking? Do you think about something really sad, or you just when you're in the scene you don't?
I'm always thinking about things that are sad.
Oh my god! Found out he was the darkest dude ever.
No, I don't know. I just have been able to, kind of commit to something, but yeah.
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 Oof.
I'm not immune to it, but
Yeah.
Have you ever? In a sketch, have you ever ruined it laughing or ruined it by breaking the fourth wall?
I've been lucky that the times I've started breaking, at least on Saturday Night Live, was usually when I was wearing a beard of some sort, so I could kind of hide
Oh god.
my laughter with
right.
keeping, my beard from
Right,
falling
right.
off. So, in fact, that Blue Oyster Cult cowbell sketch we did, if you watch it, if you watch it, I'm totally. I'm just laughing,
Just
but I
cry
have a big
laughing.
beard on, so you can't tell.
And everyone else is fucking laughing.
Yeah,
on that
so-
one.
so
That
I'm
was
losing
that
it.
was one that
So
really
I'm
got
okay.
people.
I'm okay, but
That's a hard atmosphere. We've been, Daryl's been on.
Yeah.
Colin, obviously, a million
Yeah.
times. That's a really, you can either take that or you can't, because that seems like a very, very hard atmosphere to survive in if you're not thick-skinned.
yeah, you have to be. It's just you're shot through a cannon in that thing, and you have to. We were lucky when I was hired. We had 8 new cast members, whole new writing staff. So we were all thrown in together, and we we didn't
good
know
thing-
any better.
Yeah,
you know?
nobody
No
was-
one
Yeah.
expected anything
No,
either. It was
yeah.
like, oh, for Saturday Night Live, let's
And
see what these clowns can do.
Totally.
And then it ended up being like amazing.
I mean, the
Had a
worst
great
part
cast.
of
What a
it, the
great
worst part of
cast.
it was the big press conference we had to do. We're like Warren Littlefield, and we're like in front of all this media, and we're just all sitting there, and we're all sweating and nervous, and in our little brand new clothes that the network's dressed us up
God.
in. And
So what funny little sketches are you going to be doing?
What are your
Hey, what
characters?
kind of wacky sketches?
what's your plan? What's what are what are you like? And we were just like, oh, my plan. I'm just hoping not to get fired.
Right. Keeping my
After
job.
making shows.
Season.
I just want to get picked up. Yeah. So.
Do you
was
have
crazy.
that fear at first that you're going to get dumped? Is that like scary the first few times, like if they cut a sketch like the first time you're supposed to be on?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, once again, like Lorne, he had to use all of us, so he couldn't. There wasn't a time to really pick favorites or anything like that. So, so we were kind of all used a bunch at the beginning, and you're kind of bummed if you're in one thing, but then later, if you've been on the show long enough, you're like, oh, I'm only in two pieces. Great.
Oh, yeah, you get lazy.
I don't got to go to rehearsal. Right.
The Rolling Stone article that was just out about you.
Yes.
It made it sound
Which
like
I
you had
haven't
this-
read.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
You
okay.
sound great in it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, everybody likes you.
That's a relief.
Everybody likes
Yeah,
you.
everybody really
That's-
likes you. Yeah, but they did. The interviewer painted it like you've had this very charmed existence.
Yeah.
Did you,
I mean, let's face it. There's, like we were saying, there's just as many people I can think of at the Groundlings.
Yeah,
who have
He's got the
who were just as funny as me.
automotive
and-
shop.
Yeah. So when I got hired at SNL, I'd come back to the theater and downplay it because you feel kind of. I'd be like, yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
Living in New York, yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't know. Is it scary there? Yeah, it's scary. Yeah, it's there's nothing to do. There aren't any good restaurants or anything. Hey, anyway, how are you? You good? Yeah.
Yeah, Wichita's been really good to me.
You got that,
It's been
you
really
got that
kind.
Geico commercial. Okay. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
So
So tough.
it's like
It's tough to stay in touch with those friends, right?
it's But I just did a movie with Zach Galifianakis, and we were just talking about how it is a game of inches, and that we both just got any other move or false step, we literally could be doing, being extras and whatever, and just trying to make a living.
Here's how you know
That's
Zach
what
is
Jimmy's
famous.
doing.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm working on my extra. Here's how you know Zach is famous. I was in a casino recently, and I fucking saw the Hangover pinball machine.
Slot machines,
and
yes.
Zach is on a slot machine. I'm sorry, yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, that's how you know you're famous, when you're on a slot machine in some random casino.
The Hangover
He is so famous.
slot machine.
Yeah. What happened with Joan Rivers? She said something recently, and it's like, how can anybody be pissed at you for real?
No, not
your
recently.
nemesis.
That was a long time
It
ago.
was a long time ago.
And this writer was like, anyone ever say anything bad? And I just go, well, there was this one time this weird article where, Joan Rivers called me out of nowhere and
For what?
talked about when we met, and I was rude to her, and I'm like, I don't even know, I don't know
There's
what
no
she's
way
talking
that
about
happened.
it. And then I was trying to figure out, when did we ever even meet? And then I
remember
figured
that.
out the only time was on when she used to do the red carpet for like the Golden Globes. And I the only thing I could track it back to was we were doing the red carpet, and the time was running out for when you had to get in because the show was about to start, and her producer was like, just walk in, go into the live shot. And she's talking with Mike Nichols and Diane Sawyer. So I just walk into the live shot thinking she knows I'm going to do it. And she's like, hello. Do you know who these people are? And I was like, yes, I do. They're very famous. Oh, hello, Mike Nichols. Hello. Yes, very important.
Yeah.
We are all important, famous people. They're totally laughing. And they're like, well, hello. And then she's like, yeah, but what are you doing? What are you doing? And then
Hilarious.
I think she just didn't know.
Taking her red carpet duties very seriously. Yeah.
I don't know. That was the only place I
Oh,
could
okay.
figure it out.
Why didn't you read the article? Do you not read stuff about yourself, or you just haven't gotten to it yet?
Just lazy, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sheer laziness.
Yeah. No, I will read it. I just, I haven't.
You
It's
get
good.
involved in a lot of like underground shit now too, on the internet. Just kind of
Yeah.
friends
Oh,
of
Funny or
yours that are
Die.
throwing,
Yeah.
throwing stuff up online. What made you go down that road?
Funny or Die has been this great kind of playground for stuff like that, and I think it kind of scratches that itch you still have from doing sketch comedy, where you have an idea and it's not really good for anything but a stupid 4-minute thing on the internet. And
yeah, but it's
you just
amazing.
get together and take a half hour and shoot something, and
But it's not. I mean, I've filmed a couple of things with Funny or Die, and they are. It is run like a. They're like, here's your call time, here's your call sheet.
Yeah.
You're like,
isn't this the internet? Wait a minute.
I did my own makeup. They're like, oh well, we're starting over because we're a real thing. It's no joke. Funny or Die.
Yeah, it's a whole well-oiled machine now.
Yeah.
There was another comedy website which I had done something with Florentine on, and I forget what it was even called.
Yeah.
And it was doing okay.
Right.
But then fucking that video with you came along, Funny or Die.
The Landlord?
And wiped that site off the map.
My mom just sent me The Landlord. I'm like, wow, you're really on the cutting edge, Mom.
Right.
You were ahead
and
of the curve.
she did not like it, by the way.
Oh, she was against.
Yeah.
She was against.
Hey, how much Spanish can you... Because I'm kind of amazed that you did a movie where you're speaking Spanish for real.
Yes. Well, Spanish is my first language.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. All these movies in English, I've done phonetically over the years. Yeah. So I'm finally just showing off the Spanish. Yeah.
Are you going to do like Spanish radio interviews and stuff? Are you fluent?
No, sadly.
No.
I learned it for this movie. I took it really seriously because I didn't want the joke of the movie to be that I spoke Spanish poorly.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to be that you sat down and you're like, wait, he's really speaking it. It sounds halfway decent. So I had to work, probably a month prior to the filming, and then I would literally the translator would show up at my house at 5 a.m. We'd drive to the set and go over the lines, and then drive home and start the next day's work. And
were you having nightmares in Spanish?
I totally was. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. I was dreaming in Spanish and
Wow.
all these things, but it was the only way I could kind of do it to make it authentic.
The movie's really funny. I saw it. I was at the South Beach Comedy Festival.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
it was like
that was a great crowd, actually. Yeah.
And what an interesting crowd, because it's like the real telenovela stars were
All
there
lining up.
watching it. It's intense.
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's it's like telenovela meets a bad Mexican spaghetti western, and it's one of these heightened epic stories of two brothers trying to save the honor of their ranch that's fell on hard times, and Diego Luna's my brother, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Sure,
Natural.
yeah.
Natural.
Twins.
We've been bugged for years. When are you guys going to do a brother movie? Finally happened. And he comes back to help. He's gone off and as an international businessman, and comes back to save the day. But it turns out he's a narcotraficante.
Oh no!
Yes. Ooh.
Yeah.
And my
Yikes.
character does not like it. You're bringing the family name down. What are you doing? So it's it's all that kind of stuff.
Did you shoot in Mexico at all or no?
We shot in the Mexico of Southern California, Chatsworth.
Okay.
Chatsworth, California. Simi
same
Valley.
difference.
Simi Valley. Yeah.
Mexico's scary lately. There's a lot of stuff happening that's kind of dangerous.
I'm not
so it's
familiar.
I don't.
Yeah, right.
frightening, man. I
Yeah,
would
no
not go
spring
there.
break in Mexico City.
No.
I feel like I'd be a good drug mule, just for in case anybody's interested in that.
simply
so
for the room you
I
could
could
offer.
hold the balloons. I just feel like I'm equipped.
She's the only one that can bring a hail of pop. Fucking
Sorry.
hail. A veil of.
I don't want to pat myself on the back, but if you're looking for a balloon holder, why not network?
And Will and I have worked together one time, and I thought we did very well together.
We did.
Tough
on-
crowd sketch.
Right.
Oh
Right.
gosh, yes. Well, you were the worst name of all time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Marv.
Legendary.
The
Tough
name.
crowd sketch.
It was Will played the lawyer. Pete. Wait.
What was his name? Come on.
Pete Bentley. I think that was Colin gave awful names, and he goes
On purpose,
yeah.
yeah.
and mine was Marv Gresto.
You heard a worse name.
How do you
in your
remember
life?
Marv Gresto? That's
Because
a good
it was the greatest bad name ever. When I read it in the fucking script, I went bananas. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever read anybody write. Because it was such over the top nonsense, and he goes, and my associate Marv Gresto here.
He's got to say
So
the whole
bizarre.
name. Yeah.
Pete Bentley.
Yeah, first name and last name.
Colin's hilarious. He gives you quite a bit of guff on Twitter occasionally.
Oh, right, that's right.
There was a whole right.
a scandal.
Blaming you for things.
Right.
and-
But
All your illicit drug use.
obvious
Yeah, drug
nonsense.
use.
Right.
Nobody believed it except
no.
the media asked him about it. He's like, "That's scary that you guys are asked.
Yeah.
Like, read my Twitter."
He's
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah, if you did any research and read 10 of Colin's Twitters, you would
Yeah.
know
Right.
that he
They're
does
so lazy.
nothing serious on the Twitter.
But that's what's so crazy. Everyone's just trolling for that stuff to
Yeah.
find, pull a thing out, and then,
One tweet.
Right.
Here's the
Every
sound
tweet
bite.
is a press
Ooh,
conference.
ooh.
Yeah.
Look at that! Look at that!
Right, exactly.
Uh-huh.
So
What happened?
insane.
What happened? Explain this.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, Louis C.K.'s in some shit because of some of his Palin tweets that he made.
Yeah.
But he had admittedly made those drunk from a plane. I remember when he did that, and then he deleted them, and he's like, look, the next morning he was like, I might have written some shit last night. I didn't mean any of it. Like
Plain
trying to
drunk
apologize. Plain
tweeting.
drunk is a
That's
bad
a whole
drunk.
different kind of tweeting.
And you're bored, and now you have the ability to tweet
And you
up
might
there.
die, so you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Exactly.
It's all bad.
Are you in a place?
Your back's up against the wall in that
What was I
tweeting
supposed
You're almost
to do?
compelled to tweet offensive, horrid things.
Yeah.
Are you in a place where you worry because you have a great career and you're well known? And, like, where you worry about saying things like, this could be a problem? Like, do you find that you have to edit yourself a little bit? I guess that's like the only downside of mainstream real fame is that you kind of have to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I mean, especially with the whole social media thing, and anything that you say in an interview could be carried anywhere at any time, and blah blah blah. Yeah.
Did that concern you when that happened with Colin? Or you more like, oh, what the fuck? Guys? What
I
are you
didn't know
doing?
about it. I didn't know about it till someone brought it up to me.
Oh, that's
so
so
I
sad.
never.
It's all Colin talks about.
I never would have known. And someone was like, "Do you see what Colin was tweeting?" I'm like, "Whoa."
You're
what was
Colin
it?
Firth?
Yeah.
Wait, what Colin?
Yeah, Colin Ferguson from jail.
Colin Powell?
Yeah,
was it Colin Powell?
I mean, were we talking
my good buddy,
close circle of friends?
former
or?
Secretary of State.
But I loved you in that sketch because Will played. He was right after the Elf movies, and they were so successful. And you come on with an elf hat playing a lawyer, and Colin just brutalizes you for being fucking wearing an elf hat in a movie. But I was like, what a funny dude to come on and do that. And then most guys would have a movie that big and like, oh no, I'm not gonna.
No.
But you just came out with that elf hat, and it was really funny.
Yeah, you gotta kind of make fun of everything when you can. Yeah.
I just felt that my part in it was
you
good.
carried it. You carry. I mean, that's the thing.
That's how he gets brought on stage.
Yes.
You know this next guy
Yes, from the
Pete
elf
Bentley
sketch on. Yes,
Pete
yes.
Bentley, of course, he played
Marv Gresto.
Marv Gresto.
Over here, over here.
I just was watching the Today Show this morning, and there was a bunch of kids with Marv Gresto signs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
we're
know what they
sometimes-
want.
MG sometimes, you know. It's just a fucking wrist.
What
saver.
was going on down the street?
There was some British boy band,
Was that what
All
it was?
right, all right. You guys have to get out of here.
One Direction. Is that their name?
I
Why am I
bet.
pretending like?
Yeah.
Why am I
like,
pretending?
what?
Why am I pretending like I don't know?
Yeah.
Of course, it was One
We
Direction.
see your T-shirt underneath.
Yeah, I was driving up, and there were just a bunch of kids crossing the street.
Yeah,
and looking at
yeah.
it. Easy pickings.
Have you done anything dramatic? Because or do you want to do anything? Because Sandler went into he did I think Spanglish and
Yeah.
sometimes for and Jim Carrey has done some stuff
Yeah,
that's dramatic. Sometimes for comics it works. Sometimes it doesn't work.
I had a thing come out last year called Everything Must Go. That was totally dramatic, which was kind of an indie thing that a lot of people didn't see, but that was great. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it was.
And you were in the Woody Allen movie. I mean, you were
I
funny.
was.
But
Yeah,
it was...
that was kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Stranger Than Fiction's kind of dramatic.
Yeah.
A little bit.
What are you the most?
Tim and Eric. That's a
That was a
yeah.
huge,
very dramatic role. in
This
that.
movie's pretty dramatic.
Oh yeah.
Casa de Mi
It
Padre.
gets heated.
Yeah,
I
it
cried.
gets-
Mostly I had my own stuff going on.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
all about your sexing.
Yeah,
they were
well,
trying.
you don't know how awry things went.
You got plain drunk and went right to the screening of my movie.
Oh,
When you hear something, if people because do you read with critics? Right, we always ask you because sometimes people on Twitter will tweet me and I'm like, you fucker, and I'm like, why am I responding to this guy? There's 5 people following him. What do I care for?
Yeah.
I once again laziness, but I don't really look at the critique so much in a way only because even someone will send me one like, hey, pretty nice review in so and so, and I'm like, okay, great, let me click on, I'll read it, and it inevitably starts with. Considering most of the things he's done, I hate. This one actually
Right.
surprised me.
God damn it! Yeah.
And I'm like, it can't even.
Yeah.
It can't even be good
Everyone
the
needs
whole
to
way through.
qualify.
Right,
So
right.
they're like, don't even read the
Got his
good one.
shit on
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's
that's
true.
This
Or even
guy's
if it's all
usually
good.
a loud asshole, but he showed amazing restraint in this role.
Yeah.
He's not a total buffoon.
Yeah, it's like praising you by destroying everything you've ever done.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But you're not fazed by it. You're okay with that. Like you.
I would be if I looked at it. Yeah, if I went through Rotten Tomatoes and checked it all out, I'd probably be I wouldn't leave my house probably. But
we were talking about
I
how
just
Twitter,
stay away from. I just try to stay away.
with Twitter and Facebook and whatnot, they have accessibility to people now that they never did in the past.
Yeah.
We talk about what it would have been like to tell Clark Gable he sucked.
Sure.
Back in those days, it was impossible.
Yeah.
They'd write a fucking letter. It would never get to him. It was like,
Right.
Remember that scene in Mommy Dearest when they're signing the pictures?
Yeah.
And it's like the help and the maids are stamping
Yes.
the signatures and putting them in envelopes. Now it's like, hey, huge Hollywood star that's grossed billions. You suck.
Yeah, you can
Who the
basically
fuck are
text
you?
them with Twitter. They give a direct text to you.
It's like you're texting people you never had access to.
Absolutely.
Do you tweet?
Yeah.
Are you on Twitter?
I tweeted for 4 days.
That was,
oh wow, rough
you
4
had
days.
your full.
I had
your fill?
I had. It was a glorious 4 days. But I got criticism on the tweets that came back
did
to. It was
ya?
like that wasn't funny.
Not funny.
Dude, this is not what Twitter's for. Because I was like trying to promote some charity thing I was doing. They're like, that's not what Twitter's for, man.
Yeah,
Come
we're
on.
not here for AIDS.
Promoting
Make it
chat.
count.
We're not here for AIDS.
That's not why we're here.
It's amazing how some shithead in his basement can actually tell him that's not what Twitter's for
You're
when he's trying to promote a
wasting
charity.
their
But it's like, as performers, we read it. Most times you don't let it get to you, but sometimes you're like, ugh, there's just something so irritating about it. Not that they don't like it, but
I would love if there was a way, and there's no way, to track the percentage of population that actually tweets.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably, numbers-wise, the small handful of people
Right.
that are on their thing every day that all drive us crazy.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, I wish there was a way, and I was going to blow their phone up in their hand the next time they try to tweet.
There probably is a way. Because CIA probably has that way. Yeah.
You make funny films look easy, which is really it's a like you make it look like that's an easy thing, and it's certainly not. You have this I don't even know how to describe you. You're the fucking amazing deadpan.
Yeah, I think legendary deadpan would be the way. Yeah, just
like
how do you caricature all these? You play an amazing parody of things. You have a gift of showing how ridiculous things are.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot of those movies I've gotten to do with Adam McKay. We met at Saturday Night Live, and we're just kind of like, kindred spirits. Like we both just thought the same thing was funny and the same approach, and I don't know. That's kind of put that together, and it seems to work.
What are you the most proud of right now?
Me or Will?
No, Jim, come on. All right.
Probably my antique.
Lasting 2 minutes is not an accomplishment. We want to hear some real gold. Yeah,
I'm
just
most
like
proud
right now,
of?
yeah.
Yeah, my antique gun collection.
Okay,
Probably. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Not your
4,000
children,
guns.
okay,
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
Look
of
at them
guns.
every day. They're my children, actually. They're my children.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what else?
Hey, this movie got subtitles. I hope so.
Yeah, it's if you can't read English, this is not the movie for you. Yeah.
Going into a subtitle movie, sometimes you're like, oh, God. And then 2 seconds into it, you're just, well, maybe more than 2 seconds. You're just kind of like, oh, okay.
I'm with it, yeah.
Because I want to see the picture, but I want to read the words. So I'm like, fuck.
You know what's interesting? We've done a big college screening program with this movie, and we wondered if that was going to be if kids were going to be like, I don't want to read this.
Reading. I can't text while I watch this movie.
It hasn't come up once, which is good.
Really?
Probably because they are text. They read stuff all the time with the texting, so it's just right there in front of them.
Any LOLs?
No
like
LOLs.
EL, though, because it's Spanish. That would be.
Was the timing different? Because in a comedy, it's like But was it different because people are reading it and laughing? Did you have to pace it at all differently?
It didn't seem. I don't know. I mean, once you kind of got the meaning of what you were saying, it seemed to all flow the same way. Yeah.
All right, I'll actually see this because I don't mean like I'll actually see it.
Like,
but-
I'll actually.
No,
I'm
but
gonna throw you a
But
bone,
it's
Will.
pretty I mean, it's
really funny.
radically different, and it's we kind of make fun of cliche views of Mexico and cliche views of the U.S. and all this stuff
That's
like that.
what's so interesting watching it screened in Miami. It's like the people that are sort of being parodied a little bit were watching it, but they were loving it. They were they killed.
Spanish-speaking people down there?
Yeah, they got a couple.
Wow.
Got a couple. Yeah.
Mostly Polish, though. Miami's mostly a Polish city.
Totally Polak town.
It's called Casa di Mi. How do you say this? I mean, I know, but they don't.
Casa de mi padre.
Oh my God.
What's that mean?
That means, God, I have no idea. No, that's House of My Father.
Casa de mi padre.
Which is a ridiculous title.
It's
See,
ridiculous
this thing will
that
be
Jim
a
couldn't translate
House,
that.
because
It's
it sounds like
easiest
House
Spanish
of
word.
My Father. House. It
My
sounds
father.
very,
Yes, very
it's
epic.
very manly
Yeah,
and
yeah,
epic
yeah.
and huge.
Well, they're telling us Will has to
great.
go. Definitely going to support this because the balls to learn Spanish and do a
I know,
comedy
right?
in Spanish.
You are a madman.
You can't.
It was
But instead of doing the same thing or something that was similar, you just
It
do
was a
something different.
23-day fever dream, believe me. But every day it felt like I wrapped an entire movie.
Wow.
My brain was like, why did I agree to do this? But it paid off. It's funny and
You're
different and
doing
weird.
God's work.
The Lord's
Thank
work.
you.
Yes.
I can't say that about myself, but
But it's nice to hear, right?
yes, right.
So is Amy, though. She took the Plan B pill. She's doing
I
God's
took
work.
Plan B
too.
yesterday.
She's got life
Yeah.
and death right in her womb there, and she
I'm
chose
still.
death.
I'm in the midst of having an abortion as we speak.
Wow.
Well, so's our show.
The show has been described.
The worst is yet to come. This is O&A's worst of 2012 so far on the Opie and Anthony channel.